Good morning, B-Dak. Here's for Chad. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Sounds terrible. Everything sounds terrible. I don't give a fuck. What is terrible is good morning here for Chad. Good morning, B-Dak, Sunshine, Savannah, Nicolina, Downtown Trina. Crimes and consequences. Get on here for a little while this morning. Say hello to everybody. Been a lot going on these YouTube streets. Oh, Photoshop pictures of the clown himself, supposedly by where I'm at, which is a lie, a pathetic lie, just like always. People exploiting their kids just to make money on YouTube. Jim Blob, I won't mention no names. Ernie, supposed to be in Texas whenever you're a fucking liar. All the negativity of this one. Oh God, this is an old screenshot of Mr. Kemper, his high morals. Let me tell you what high morals is, Jim Bob. Let me tell you, Jim Blow. Yeah, this is going to be about you, a little bit about you. Writing shit on Facebook or YouTube because that's all you got. I'm doing okay, Wolf Lover Days, Jason. So this is an old screenshot. Get it, Jim Bob? Old screenshot. With Mr. K, Mr. Kemper with his high morals. Admits feeding women to PHN. Let me make myself clear, motherfucker. You can write all you want to, Jim Blob. It's your prerogative to write what you want to. What was you trying to do, Jim Bob? You trying to feed your kids to the world, Jim Bob? I'll say it again. Your kids don't belong on YouTube, and you sure to hell don't need to be exploiting them for money because you want money off YouTube, Jim Bob. But anyways, you're throwing rocks whenever you're living in a glass house. You don't do that, you bald-headed bitch. Apparently, he was mad because she took some information and put a spin on it and took credit for it. Well, that's what you're doing. That's what you and Ernie both do. But oh, you start backpedaling whenever people call your ass out on it. Oh, he met at McDonald's. I'm gonna start backpedaling. Called her dumb CUNT lady named Anna. Blah 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 blah. Jim Bob, you're forgetting one thing, son. You was right there with him whenever he wrote it. He never fed anybody to anybody. Never fed anybody to anybody. You're just writing shit because you have no fucking content. Just like with the so we sent her videos to Xander, Jamie, and Tina and Ernie. That's a lie, Jim Bob. So what else, Jim Bob? Let's go over here and talk about monetization, Jim Bob. I heard you on there whining last night like a little bitch. Oh, we got money on YouTube, but but I don't want to put my address out there. You done put your fucking address out there, you jackass. Let's see here. This was me offering my monetization direct deposit to Mods, Kemper, or anyone at the stand. But no one ever brought this up. Let me see. You can go on there posting all you want to. In February, back in February, before being monetized, Kemper needed some bills paid. He absolutely Give me just a second, guys. I'm pulling it up here. Knew we were applying for monetization. Also, never offered to pay me back. I bet you didn't ask for it back, did you? I bet you didn't ask for it back, did you? No, you won't grow some nuts and say that. You won't speak up and speak the fucking truth and say, oh, I decided to help Kemper out. He mentioned something about needing some help. But I sent it to him. I decided just to send it up unto him upon good grace. And I bet you that's what happened because I'm real good at reading people, Jim Bob. And then you want to get on here and whine and complain. He didn't want to pay me back. Let me see. Hey, bro, is your Cash App up and running? That's you, Jim Bob. Kemper said no. But I could really use any type of cash, which hell we all can, Jim Bob. I used that $100 you sent. Over $100 text. What about that? In a bad way. Without hesitation, just like I just said. Without hesitation. Jim Bob, I done got you figured out before I even read it. You took it upon yourself without hesitation to send it. Just like a true friend. You ain't no friend, Jim Bob. You were in it just for what suits Jimbo and covering your ass up and covering up Ernie. But anyway, how can I get it to you? That's what you asked him. Maybe through Walmart, like we're going to have to do for the donation. Damn, I have to go in for Walmart for all that? I've got a cutoff notice. Damn, Bob, you act like you ain't never needed no help, bro. You think your crap don't stink. You think you got it on top of the world. Let me tell you the difference between you and most. How many times you moved, Jim Bob? How many times has Kemper moved? You want to throw rocks? He don't move all over the place. He works his ass off. You don't know what you do? Sit there and think about what you're going to do on YouTube next and how to put your kids on YouTube, put your kid on YouTube on a Saturday night. You're calling it family night. But what you need to do, Jim Bob, is call it the way it really is. Money night, because you're using your kids to get money, Jimbo. You know people will feel sorry for you if you put your kids on there. They'll start crying about their animals, and God forbid animals. What happened to the animals, Jim Bob? Oh, Thelma do something to them? Just a question. Asking for me. I mean, I'm just wondering. Let me see. Let me see here. What we got here? Here you are again, Jim Bob, aggravating him about the Cash App. Here we are again. Look at this. Do you have Cash App or PayPal? Neither. That's a bad answer. Here you go, Jim Bob, asking him again about Cash App. But though you want to get on there running your dick sucker and making it look like he's a bad person. Now, who's sending him his messages, Jim Bob? Your imaginary friend? He said, Matt says neither. I'm going to set one up, though. I have to get the info for you by the end of this week. Sorry. I've been occupied. Let me tell you how he's occupied. Working his ass off, Jim Bob. He don't get to sit behind the computer or drive around in that van and suck off the government. And here you are again. Yeah, it is easy to set one up, bro. It would be the easiest way to share any donations with you. But though you want to get on there, Jim Bob, and put it all over YouTube on your little community bitch post and making it look like that's all he's worried about. Whenever in fucking fact, you're the only motherfucking one that has put it out there. Asking him about it. Asking him about it. You got Cash App? Got Cash App? You got Cash App? But though you want to take and throw rocks whenever you live in a glass house. You want to get on there and not make it look like that. That's all he done was ask you for Cash App. That's all he done. That's all he ever wanted was Cash App. Well, I got the fucking proven facts. Anybody with common sense, just go read your bitch post on the bitch community post and see where you're asking him, Jim Bob. Oh, let me guess. I forgot about that. I forgot about I posted him. I've noticed, Jim Bob, ever since people calling you out, I see a big difference in the trial playing, Jim Bob. Why is that? Why is that, Jim Bob? Let me tell you why that is, Jim Bob. You played what you wanted to play. You wanted to skip it out. I'll erase this. This is none of nobody's business. Remember them words, Jim Bob? What did you erase, Jim Blow? What did you erase? And don't say you didn't erase something because you're a liar whenever you did. You're a bitch. You're a liar whenever you say you didn't. But anyhow, I'll move on past that. The quality's better. Here you are, got all that good technology with the computers and got that big whatever Mac Pro and all that, Jim Bob. What's the difference between somebody else playing that and you playing it? I'll tell you what the difference is. I'll tell you exactly what the difference is. They're playing the whole fucking thing. They ain't picking and choosing what they want to choose because you're afraid you're going to get caught up with. But that's a little too late, Jim Bob. You've done been caught up with. The day you met at McDonald's, met your boyfriend at McDonald's, which I think it's been going on longer than that because that's just the way you are, Jim Bob. You're trying to cover your own eyes. And you know what? I'm so glad other people is playing the trial. You don't know why, Jim Bob? Because you have no control over the controls on that computer. They can play the whole thing without you saying, I'm going to just play this. I'm just going to edit this out. I'm going to throw this away. This ain't none of nobody's business. Why did you do that, Jim Bob? What are you covering up? Well, we all know what you're covering up. Ever since you met your boyfriend at McDonald's that day, and before you start backpedaling. You reloaded the trial up. I'm gonna play all of it. But on the other hand, Jim Bob, let me tell you what you do. I'm gonna erase this. This is none of nobody's business. So what else you got, Jim Blow? Oh, Jim Blow. Blow hard, Jim Bob. Oh, I'm not worked up. I'm just spreading that general awareness. That right, general awareness. Oh, he dirty deleted it, I think. Oh, no, here we go. Exactly, BDAC. I'm doing okay, Tank. Hello, Savannah, Ash. Thank you, Ash Marie. I'm from the country, and I like it that way. Listen to the way he talks in front of his kids, guys.
We may not do much of a family night. We may talk about some other stuff. So Molly's going to come in here and show her dress. But then we're going to discuss some other stuff. Hello, E Squared. Country girl. Who knows? There was back when I used to wrestle, there was a girl on these wrestling forums that called herself Country Girl. And boy, she tried to make my wife mad all the time.
I'm not going to be so old. I'm not going to be like 50 years old.
I think did you commit robbery? Yes, sir, Your Honor. Did you?
He's still talking about it.
Let's just go accuse him of a bunch of stuff and then call him names, make fun of him.
Hello, squids.
Let's just act like we're 5 years old and see if we can get a rise out of somebody. Because that's funny. People act like they're freaking middle schoolers. Really wish there was some kind of platform where people were vetted a little bit. You couldn't be an idiot and have a chance.
Well, you'd be kicked off her. You'd be in trouble, Jim Bob.
So I missed the concert with Dolly. Dolly, streaming on Facebook? I know they just go in, they just, then they won't stop.
We're not stopping.
What they want to do is pretend like there's a dream world where Shelby Shell isn't guilty of murder, like a disgusting, terrible, unthinkable murder.
He's got his butt hurt over that.
Thank you so much. And then they want to you know, you've been attacked, Daisy? Is it for the because the lady was missing, or thought was missing, or is not actually missing, or is still missing? I don't know.
What the fuck do you know, Jim Bob? Hang on, guys. I'm glad Jim's are okay today.
You know, oh, thank you, Serena. She might not come back. I don't know what she's doing. She I'll dial down the talk when she comes.
I thought the same thing, Kentucky Rain. Listen to the way he talks to her.
It definitely raises the numbers. You know, like if I put in the headlines, you know, come on over here, let's fight, me and you and Uncle Drew and everybody else, you know, and act stupid. There'll be 600 people in here want to watch it. I don't know. But there's several things I want to address on the Shell trial. Yeah, I seen that, Daisy. It turned out to be a big mess. And I hate that for you. I know it's but you got a big following, and a lot of people genuinely follow you. So all you can do is be good to people, right? All you can do is be good to people, and then you know it's like when I get into names, you know, I was good to a couple people, really good to them. And not just financially, you know, like, you know, you got a problem, talk about it, be friends, and, you know, I'm there for you. You call me at freaking 4 o'clock in the morning, sit up and talk to you. And then, you know, go behind somebody's back and tell everybody they're being dishonest. Why you do that? ain't true. What good did that do? What purpose did it serve? These people who want Shelby Shell out of prison, you really need to pay attention to what's going on.
No, we want him to have a fair trial.
Because he's
And it
making
was
mad.
not fair.
You're right, Arkansas. Nice guys do finish last. But, Ernie made you mad, so you're going to try to destroy everybody that knows him over it, right?
That's right.
Ernie's gone, dude. Like, he's not even on YouTube anymore.
You're an idiot.
I don't know how long that'll last, but wasn't that the goal? Wasn't that what you set out to do?
He said Ernie ain't on YouTube.
And
Yeah, where's his where's he been?
Shelby Shell told me that he murdered him. I didn't have to take that recording. I didn't have to go to the police. Then what? Think about it in your little bitty brains up here.
Hello, Stormy.
Wonderful
I
creators.
missed anybody?
Think about it. What reason would I have ever to be involved in something stupid like that?
Hey, General, they say time goes back to itself. I bet you is in
Think about it.
his
What
basement.
makes you think that I would do anything? What in my past has ever indicated anything like that? There's nothing.
Yeah, he's still on YouTube. Jim Bob's crazy.
Sit up there and told a bunch of stories and lies, doing their job to try to create a reasonable doubt. They don't care.
He's butthurt over this trial, guys. I'm sorry.
They got paid. You know? I don't need anybody else's money. I wasn't struggling for money.
Thank you, Switzer. Too sweet. Welcome. We welcome everybody, whether it's on my page or
You look back,
anybody's page.
look at what I was doing at those times. I was giving my time away. Giving my time away. Giving money to people, to kids, so they play basketball.
I know you give me $100. $100 down.
But I'm going to send somebody up there and be a part of a heinous crime like that. For what? Somebody I've never, ever heard of in my life before, ever? That's so stupid. It's so
If you
stupid.
go back and listen from the time Jim Bob, I'm just going to throw this out there. You go do your homework. Do what you want to do. Take it upon yourself to see what I'm talking about. Go from the start to the finish. From the time Jim Bob started his YouTube, him and Kemper, The Stand, okay? Go out, watch every video up until, well, you can start seeing some change before then. But anyway, I can because I pay attention to everything. I may not be on YouTube, and had been in the hospital, but I watch. But anyhow, and I have people watching. Go start from the time Jim Bob started his YouTube page up until he met his boyfriend at McDonald's, and watch from the start until then. You can see the changes are going. And listen to the way he was all for getting Ernie, and Ernie was helped his. I'm convinced Ernie was accessory to murder. He said, "Okay, watch all that, and then from the time, take your time, watch every video from the time they met at McDonald's up until now, and look at the changes. Even look at Jim Bob tried to even uh, even downloaded or did something to more of the trial guys that he had. I thought he downloaded it all. Remember that? Remember whenever he first downloaded it? Downloaded the trial videos and was going over it. And then all of a sudden, after he leaves McDonald's and that happened at McDonald's, he changed. Well, he started changing before, but he really throwed up a gear of changes whenever after he met at McDonald's because he started wanting to. I'm gonna download it all, he said. I thought he done downloaded all the trial. I thought he did that whenever they was going over it before the McDonald's uh, scenes, the McDonald's scene. So it goes to show you either he didn't download it all. Well, I don't know what happened. Either he lied is what he did. Because he claimed he downloaded it all. And then after the McDonald incident, he said he's going to download all of it. And then he decided it's somewhere on his videos. I know for a fact, he said, I'm not going to download this because it's none of nobody's business. So either you're in it or you ain't. I thought he done downloaded all of it. So that goes to show you he is a liar and never downloaded the whole trial. Up to from the time he started, they got the CDs until McDonald's. He never downloaded, obviously, because if he downloaded all the trial, why would you want to download more and say, I'm going to throw this out? This ain't none nobody's business and all this. So that goes to show you he's a liar. He never downloaded that whole trial. And you can take and watch the changes from the time they got the DVDs, even whenever he started before they got the DVDs. Watch the changes in Jim Bob and watch how much it picked up from the time he met Ernie at McDonald's. Look at the changes. His whole demeanor changed. His whole demeanor changed. He went from, that was Ernie Shell driving that car, until I don't know. I'm going to let you guys see if you can figure it out. I'm going to let you guys see what you think. He's never been, now that I look at it, he's never really been who he said he was. And that's why he's trying so hard. Like right now, like yesterday, Ernie was trying to convince people so hard. He was in Texas. It's a mirror image of what Jimbo's are doing right now, of trying so hard to make sure people. I don't know what he's going through his damn mind, but he ain't got no mind for one. But I can't figure it out. He's trying so hard right now because other people's getting the light on the trial. He's trying so damn hard, just like in this video. He ain't playing no trial. He's trying to go back and say what he thinks about it to cover his own ass because he can't get it out of his mind. And I hope it haunts him. Like I said before, they used Shelby's mental state against him, and they used the other charges.
He has no remorse. And AB's little video, Shelby Shell didn't plead guilty to murder. He pleaded guilty to complicity to murder. No, dude. He sat there and when the judge said, "Did you commit the crime?"
Oh, it's coming, B-Dac.
Shelby said,
It's coming.
"Yes, sir, Your Honor." Didn't have nothing to do with complicity. That was the charge. That's not what he told the judge. Did you commit robbery? Yes, sir, Your Honor. Did you commit burglary? Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And another thing, he took that plea deal. Murder's murder. 6-6 is not guilty. That's just my thought.
Did you commit arson? Yes, sir, Your Honor. You gonna play that, are you, AB? They don't want to play it. They'd rather live in their little dream world where Shelby Shell reaching out from behind bars, making up stories so people with small little brains will listen to it. I'm sorry. If you believe what Shelby Shell's saying,
Yes, he is, General.
if the shoe fits, wear it.
I just wanted people to hear this shit.
Oh my God. What an idiot.
He's triggered big time because he don't want nobody to have a voice. He thinks his voice is the only one fucking matters. That ain't the way it works, Jim Bob.
Yeah, I had, see, 2013. See, James was 11. Sarah would have been 10. Hunter would have been 8. And Molly would have been 6. Why does anybody give one of the mods got rid of it, I think. Leslie. Why would it just don't make sense? Just don't make sense. Was I nice to Shelby? Yes, I was. Was I nice to Jamie? Yes, I was. Was I to Ernie? Yes, I was. See the pattern here? I've been good to people. When Shelby called me from jail, I took his calls. I sat there and I listened to her. I would say, yeah. I let him talk. Yeah, okay, yeah.
And Jim Bob, let me bring it up. Let me bring the calls up. At first, you lied about it, Jim Bob. Why did you lie? Oh, I forgot. You said you forgot, right? You forgot. Did you forget, Jim Bob? And what I'm talking about is, guys, he failed to mention that he claimed that he didn't talk to Shelby until somebody called him out on it, if I remember correctly. And that's the way it worked, right? Remember that?
Stupid. I would say, Shelby, I'm not going to lie for you.
And you said you turned your life around, and he begged you to tell the truth, Jim Bob.
So stupid, man. You got a chat room full of people over there in and told Jimbo if Shelby ever got out, he was going to come looking for you and you and you and you. And boy, that was telling. Ooh, I've recorded Shelby saying he murdered the guy. That's the reason he's in prison. The whole reason.
I love me some White Rabbit. Hope your day's going
Do I
good,
think
White
Shelby
Rabbit.
would come to look for me? Yes, I do. Absolutely. Makes no sense. Oh, that's pretty telling. Okay. Thank you, Leslie. I mean,
While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to read something. And I think he still got it up. He was talking about the phone calls to Shelby. Let me see here. If I can find it. JP Fluff. Anyways, on the phone calls, guys, he said he forgot that he even talked to Shelby. At first, I think, if I remember correctly, he never come out with it. He said he didn't or something. But later on, guys, it was a proven fact with paperwork and receipts. He did, in fact, talk to Shelby. That's what he's talking about right there. And Shelby, because Jim Bob was using God. Exactly. Right there's what I'm talking about, General. Using God, and way Shelby was looking at it is, hey, if you're living, you say you turned your life around and you say you're going to do the right thing and live for God, why don't you go tell the truth? That's the way Shelby was looking at it. Jim Bob can take and turn and twist that up all he wants to. But that's exactly what Shelby was talking about. He said, you turned your life around to God. So why don't you go tell the truth? That's why he kept asking Jim Bob, just go tell the truth.
that's how bad about that. He destroyed Bobcat. He didn't kill it, but the Bobcat finally got away and ran off. I really don't think he would come back. I really don't think he would come back around here.
I want you to listen at this too. He trying to tell me a Bobcat weighs 70 pounds. I determined that is a lie.
Yeah. You know, it's just going to be hard to dodge all that. Because the little dude's got a big following over there, him and Benny now. And,
I can't turn it
you
up.
know, and Nicolina. You know, not once, ever, not, and still to this day, have I ever, not even in a text, put the D in front of her name and called her that. Nicolina with a D. I've never said that. Every time she mentions my name, she says Jim Blow. See what kind of person she is? See what kind of person they are? I let Rap come over here that day and he kept cussing and cussing, want to talk bad about my wife and cussing, want to talk bad about my wife. I said, you're not going to come up here. You said it's cussing and talking bad about my wife. So
Rap, I don't think he ever said anything.
So I let him up. So he porn bombed me. That right there shows me the dude is a loser. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what point was there in that?
Exactly, General Roberts. He's lying out
What
his
have I done to
ass.
him?
And that's why I'm playing this shit. I've been listening to him. He's nothing but a liar. You never said a word. Now, me, I get excited.
So,
My mouth has no filters
they're
whenever
gonna
it
keep on, they're
should.
gonna keep on, keep
And I
on, keep
apologize
on.
for that.
And all it is YouTube. It's all YouTube. Because when it comes down to facts, evidence, and a court of law, bottom line is Shelby Shell is guilty. That's it. People in there have to use his appeals. He don't get an appeal. He pled guilty. He don't get a new trial. He pled guilty. He's, you know, that's what he is. He's guilty.
Why did he take the plea deal, Jim Bob? Why did he take the plea deal? You forget to say the reason he took the plea deal is he had all these other charges on him and they threatened him with life in prison. You forget to mention that, Jim Bob. And you forget to mention that me and Stern Dog know that whenever I got that confession on tape, or get Shelby on tape saying he done it, that they would stop the investigation, and you knowed it. You forget to mention all that.
And AB said Shelby didn't even know about the murder until Ernie told him. Where did he get that?
And the bigger question is, I'll tell you where he got it at. How can you predict 2 or 3 days before that somebody's going to confess whenever you don't know if they're going to or not? How does that happen?
Where did you hear that? Shelby tell him? It's not true. Facts are that jewelry that was stolen from Ronnie King, that pennies, the money, the old money stolen from Ronnie King, Shelby tried to sell me that 4 or 5 days before Ernie and him met up for Brother's Day. Facts. So make that make sense. Put that in your story. Put that in your story.
We got the story, son. That's what your problem is. You can't take it. You're
And
triggered.
they're probably going to listen to all this stuff that wasn't even admitted into evidence because it's bull. But they put it in as a vow or whatever they call that, whatever they say it. But without the jury present.
Here he is whining about him not wanting people to see all the evidence or something put in there. I don't know. He's
Just so they
crazy.
can have it admitted for when he was guilty and they was going to go to the mitigation stage, trying to keep him from getting life.
What it gets boils down to, Jim Bob don't want the truth to come out. Jim Bob don't want Shelby to have a voice. Like I said, guys, I've been looking to. They have been people been in prison. I know a African American guy was in prison for 30 years, guys. For 30 years. You don't know why he was in prison? Because of people like Jim Bob and Ernie. And the detectives. You don't know why I say the detectives? Because once they got that so-called confession, they took it and fucking ran with it. And they stopped the investigation. And they put the people put them in prison. 30 years. Can you imagine sitting behind them stone walls and steel bars of knowing that you're innocent? And then you got some kind of clown like Jim Bob and Ernie and all the rest of them that don't want you to have a voice. And then one day your luck changes. One day your luck changes. And somebody that's got the balls and the backbone, and like the ones that put them there, wants to hear their story. That's where it starts at. I want to hear your story. Let's get this story out. The next thing you know, this guy, 30 years later, with all the technology they got and got going on, they didn't even do it. They didn't even do it. Getting out. Just because somebody give them that voice. And people like this right here, they don't want, he keeps saying he's guilty. He stood up there and said he done it. He stood up there and said, Your Honor, I killed this man. Well, let me tell you what I do, Jim Bob. If I'm getting a lesser sentence and it's looking real good that I'm not going to have to spend my life in prison without parole, I'm going to get up there and do the same fucking thing. You would too, you dipshit. You would too. And that's exactly what happened. And you don't want people to have a voice. Look at the people that's getting out because of a voice. What about them people, Jim Bob? People that's innocent. And here you're claiming he stood up there and did this and he said he done that, so what? Because people like you, Jim Bob, don't want people to have a voice. But because of people that, like I said, has a backbone and the guts giving these people voices, they're getting out of prison for the things that they was put in there 20 and 30 years ago because of people like you. Whenever they got that, you got that confession, Jim Bob, or whatever, I'm not going to call it a confession. I'm going to call it a fucked up situation. You don't know why? Because it is a fucked up situation. Ever seen You Know Dead Run with him? You and Ernie planned on getting him to confess whenever you left that jailhouse. Now tell me you didn't. Tell me you didn't. I'll already have it in your mind that you and Ernie was going to get him confessed whenever you left that house, left the jailhouse. Your meeting to do whatever. Whenever you claim, because you don't know how I know you did it, you admitted it yourself. Because you said, they said, can you get it on tape? Can you get it on tape? What'd you say, Jim? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can get him on tape. I can get him on tape. And that's exactly what you did. And that's whenever it went all downhill. They stopped their investigation. They got the murderer, they thought. But what little did they know, the two clowns that's pretending to bringing him in were the biggest clowns of them all, Ernie Shell and Jimbo Collins. Chasing dragons, you fucking cunt. Get out of here. You dumb fucking cunt. Go back to Outlaw Trucker. Don't go to fuck on, bitch. You fucking You're another one. You claimed you had fucking cancer of the breast and you don't got nothing but fucking chlamydia at the mouth. Now go the fuck on. Go back over there and suck not today's ice. I don't give a fuck. You're just like outlaw trucker. Get them out of here. Chlamydia at the fucking mouth. That's what you got. Blue wall at the jowls. Go to fuck on somewhere. You and your three fucking watchers. You on over there running your damn mouth because you go from panel to panel looking to see what other truck you can get. Are you a lot lizard dragon? I got a question. I'm asking for a friend. Are you a lot lizard? You're a panel lizard. So the best thing you do is get the fuck over to there. That mouth, let me tell you about that mouth. Have you ever, I know they used scarecrows in gardens, but you can put a recording of her mouth on a pole and play that bitch 24/7, and there's nothing will come around it. It'll fall over dead. And she wants to get over here claiming this and that. She better just go on. Exactly, Kentucky Rain. And people like that don't want nobody to have a voice. And then you get a clout chasing lot lizard like dragon claims she's had breast cancer and everything else, which is a damn lie. It's trying to get donations and this and that whenever there's nothing wrong with it. Just like stolen valor is the pathetic. Hey, Jennifer. But anyways, back to Jim Bob.
Prison without parole, and they're probably going to listen to all that and never even mention that it wasn't part of the trial. So,
Doc Holliday, I'm your huckleberry motherfucker. Go on.
they don't have any content, especially when Ernie out. You know, now they got to turn to something else. I believe NT is still speaking with Shelby. So are, probably a dozen other people.
Let Doc Holliday alone. Let that little cocksucking punk go. I don't care.
People sending money for phone calls and JPays.
Yeah, I'm home.
He's got it better right now than he ever had it inside or outside.
Good morning, Trina, baby.
Guarantee it. And that's what this world is too now. Like, you got people.
Okay, Andrea.
People believing in these ignorance. Like, her channel was never down, as I know of, Gwen Jenkins. Just the content was gone. But she ran away because she was busted on, everything. Like, she lied about her military service. She lied about having a sister, which it's not. Who cares, right? Who cares that girl's her sister? But it's a lie. And it's
You're still talking about that, Jim Bob. Shut up.
She pushes it, pushes it, pushes it. If you're gonna push a lie that hard, then nobody's gonna believe you ever. It's just like
What's the difference between you pushing that about Shelby?
talking about her. And that if he tells the truth.
Good morning, Sizzle. Good morning, everybody. It's tuning in.
Same thing. It applies to more than one person. If all you do is lie, then nobody's ever going to believe you.
He's talking about himself right here.
Told y'all she ran to the prison like Shelby. She may have.
He's triggered bad, guys.
She's married.
Hello, Trina.
I mean, if it's possible, I wouldn't doubt it.
I appreciate you, Trina.
I would not doubt it. But yeah, guys, hit that like button. We need likes. They can't get married. That's wild. I wonder if they can. Yeah, I ain't even gonna say it. Thank you, Jennifer. A lot of them won't read this stuff because they don't care. You know, they don't.
Hello,
They
Joey
believe
R.
that he's been wrong.
Grimes, that is exactly
He's
right.
been wrong.
Hi, Blue Eyes. Everybody that's tuned in. And that's what's wrong with him. He knows now that other people are going to get to see what he took out, guys. And I'm pretty sure he took out quite a bit. But time will tell. You just watch the trial whenever Rap does it, and you'll see the difference. Once you see the difference with Rap's way of doing it, go back and watch Jim Bob's way of doing it, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Me. That he murdered me. You know, like, I didn't ask for that. I wish I could not have heard it.
Just a few days ago, yesterday maybe,
I would imagine that he is divorced.
Savannah, I think yesterday or day before one, my lady Priscilla.
Check go back and Ernie says, "Hey, Jimbo, brother over there, let him meet you. He's just out of jail." I wish I could say, "Ernie, no, thank you." I wish I could go back and say that.
Exactly, cotton candy.
And you know, for people to try to put people in at a place where they weren't, that's just stupid. That's just stupid. Because, you know, I was never asked for if I had
General, I said.
got my 4 children, my mother when she was alive, my wife, my aunt, and her daughter was living at our residence temporarily. People know where I am. People know who I am. If I'm in Harlan and I'm there, you guys have seen.
What's wrong, Spooky?
There's no doubt.
Thank you, Andrea.
When you see me,
I appreciate you guys.
I'm back Notre Dame, right? One in overtime. Ooh, it's exciting. Exciting.
Well, I've been watching my lady Priscilla. I've been off for a little while. I ain't gonna lie, I've been in the hospital and stuff, but I've had everything. I've seen people Photoshop video pictures claiming they just go by where I'm at and all kinds of shit, knowing good and well they're lying.
It's just hard not to just like
I'll tell you what a lot lizard is. A lot lizard runs from truck stop to truck stop, knocking on the truckers' doors trying to get service. That's what a lot lizard is.
I don't know if the attorney said if there was any evidence on anybody else. There's been indictments on other people. So, and you know, this, I don't know, it's hard to have people think of you in a negative manner.
Are you gonna cry?
You know, earned. Like if I'm out here being acting like
They are, General.
Jamie, and you want to talk trash about me, okay, I earned it. Let me have it. But you know, if I'm kind to people all the time,
He's gonna start crying in a minute.
you know, what's the point? I don't get it.
I get it. Quit your damn lying. You turned, Jim Bob, and you know what you did.
All these people with all this money and going to throw it around and make these accusations, throw that money down and let's go take some lie detector tests. I'm game. I don't know what you're going to say. Well, a narcissist can pass a lie detector test.
That's exactly right. You try to pull that shit, but you are right, Jim Bob.
Let's do it. Get Shelby Lee his lie detector test he's been dying to take for 10 years. Let's let him take one. Let me take one. Give Ernie one. Let's find out. Do it.
That stupid lie. Oh.
So, anybody basketball fans? You see my Celtics been spanking Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving up 3-0. I'd like to see Ernie do a lie detector test too, specifically on the
I bet she has too, and it can be done, and he knows it.
now on anything else. It doesn't tell me.
Exactly, general awareness. Whenever he said he didn't, another lie, and come to find out that Kevin Dixon had messaged him through Facebook, and then the other day go on his panel. Shit, he's a liar, and the truth ain't in him.
Yeah, all this stuff that Not Today said. You're right, Jim. I told Kemper a couple of weeks before him and Not Today decided to leave.
Exactly, Shelby. General.
I think she's falling for Shelby.
Thank you, Chap.
She's not
Chap.
even listening to anything. You know, she's just, and she's getting the same interview over and over and over. Like, you guys heard it. Every freaking phone call was about how Ernie didn't know how to treat a woman, he's a scammer, didn't know how to treat women, didn't know how to treat kids, you don't even take care of his own kid, he's a scammer, you don't work. I mean, he said it over and over and over every call for 10 minutes. You know, like, get something else out of him or quit wasting time.
That's what you want, Jim Bob. You want every fucking body to stop.
But the calls got shorter and shorter and shorter because I think there was more stuff being said that she didn't want to record. I expressed that to Kemper, and he wouldn't listen. And I, you know, I was like, we need to address this call log. because she flat out told us that Ernie talked to Shelby for 16 minutes on the phone prior to meeting up, or prior to Shelby's confession. Oh, it's Marshall. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, Spooky.
But yeah, those 16 minutes were like,
if you notice, he blames everything on Kemper. 1 minute, he said Kemper was quiet, didn't help him do nothing. Next minute, he's blaming it all on Kemper. Which is it? Is it Kemper's fault and he was helping you? Or he didn't do nothing? Which one is it? You can't have it both ways, Jim Bob. Another one of your lies.
they weren't there. I was like, and I mean, I went nuts on Ernie online. I was like, how could you call him and talk to him for 16 minutes before you knew I was calling him about, trying to get him to confess? And then all that was unfounded because I didn't look. I thought, why would you lie to me? Okay? I just take her word for it. Then I look, I'm like, oh my God, I've got to retract them. I got to say, whoops, I got to take this back. I got to say, oh, no, that didn't happen. My bad. And I asked Kimber, like, hey, man, what are we going to do? He wouldn't answer me. Well, thank you, Danny Mitchell. Welcome. Welcome as a new member. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, there was a lot of lying going on. And then, as soon as Kyle picked up, we just started talking with her.
Savannah, because he's getting called up with it.
What you want to talk about? Ask anything. Hockey and football. Stop watching after COVID passed away. But you go back. Well, she took them all down now. All those phone calls that she didn't link them to our channel. She linked them.
I don't.
On her phones. But they were all.
I don't know, Petey.
Over and over and over again. Like. And then, he said that one name, and I was like, hey.
Exactly, General, and that's what I can't figure out. I'd order brought a red flag, too.
It's going to cause my family hell. Over.
I'm going to mute this for a minute. That should have brought a red flag, too. Look at the fires. I know I keep bringing up the fires, but it was unsuccessful. And Shelby told Jimbo that Ernie set them fires to his mom's house. It's a mirror image of the fires at Ronnie King's house. Is the same style as Jim Bob's house. Am I right? Failed. And they should have investigated them fires. They should have sent the fucking gas jugs off. They should have did a lot of shit that they didn't do. One thing they shouldn't have did was quit investigating. 2 fires was at Jimbo's mom's house. Failed fires, if I'm not mistaken. Ain't that right, Ralph? And come to find out that it was arson and they never got paid. They should have never stopped investigating.
They made a huge deal. Every moderator we had knew what was going on behind my back. They had secret meetings to discuss leaving me in the dark because I wanted that name muted. Oh, it was terrible. I told them why I wanted it muted. But it's out now. Mission accomplished. You did good. Things out there. Say whatever you want to.
Oh, you talking about Josh Shanks taking care of your wife
You're gonna talk
after
about
30 years because you couldn't be a man and take care of her?
You wish me and Kim
Sorry.
started over. I really like watching you both. Not today, you know, purpose. Kimber's more sketchy than you could possibly imagine.
Blame it on Kemper. Blame it on Kemper. No, the sketchy one is you, Jimbo. Reason you're so sketchy, reason I say that is you wanted them to manipulate take that name out. Why, Jim Bob? You said you wanted everything to be out and open. You said that you wanted nothing but the facts. Well, come to find out, whenever they called you out on it, your butt hurt. Butt hurt, Betty. Oh, you need to get you some Vaseline and put on them with the wounds.
Over 2 or 3 weeks, I had zero help with preparing for the stand, preparing what he's going to do on the night. And then normally he would come in and get on StreamYard and talk.
Nicolina, just where Jim Bob's trying to say general awareness rap talked about his wife, which was a lie. He can't tell the truth.
For an hour before,
I've never heard
that stopped.
Anything bad like that's come out last night.
And then he just
now my mouth
pop in like a minute before the live.
You never know what's going to fly out.
And then he would get on there and would say that. People would be asking like, "Hey, is Kemper asleep? Hey, Kemper, you there? Yeah, I'm here."
He knows.
Think about that. Think about what?
I'll tell you why he did that. Let me explain why he did that. Because he knows you're a liar. He knowed you was doing shit to try to manipulate it. You're a liar, Jim Bob.
I believe he did start his own channel. It's name lacking something. That's what you always wanted to do, is name it a werewolf channel after Ernie. Talk about a man obsessed. That man's obsessed with Ernie Shell.
Me too, brown-eyed girl. And they should have investigated it better. Who in the world would go investigate shit, not use gloves? I'll tell you who, people like Ernie and Jim Bob and all that other stuff. All the other ones. They should have investigated it.
Media here lately, he's super depressed. Super depressed. And then it's because Ernie ain't there.
That's the fucking thing. Ernie's there. Where you been, Jim Bob? He keeps saying that. Ernie ain't never left YouTube.
That ain't gonna work because he's a hero. He's a killer. last few lives, you acted like this interested and irritated even to be on the show. He was irritated to be on the show. He didn't want to be there. He was always telling me, man, all these women are.
I'm curious about the solvents used, General.
I'm getting messages. Over half of them are women just want to come and see me or me come and see them. So, man, I'm not work. It sucks to you, but I guess just tell them you're not interested and move on. How hard is it? Yeah, it wasn't that great, but not today. That's why I was so pissed when Not Today got called out. She kept saying my personal life is nobody's business. I can protect my personal life. Really, only you get to protect your family. That's exactly right. And there's others doing that too. Like, this is off limits. You don't talk about my family, but you talk about everybody else's family. You don't care. You don't care what you destroy.
Exactly.
Or try to destroy. My family's too strong.
That ain't what Josh Shanks said.
You two. They know real life.
He just said his family's too strong. That ain't what Shanks said.
It is a beautiful stone. 616 foot. Exactly. They're wanting to give a pass to murder despite Ernie. And now listen.
The way Ernie is rap, I don't think so. That's just my opinion.
Ernie's going to give you enough. You don't need to.
It would take something drastic to happen before Ernie did that, I think.
About Ernie. Like, he's going to give it to you. All you got to do is step back and receive it.
He's too manipulative and
they want to make this
I don't know.
Shelby like poor Shelby, man. He just got.
He likes thinking he's got something over on top of you, over your head.
No, so. Shelby wouldn't kill the man. Took his last breath from his body. Actually,
that is determined to be a lie. Because he was still alive. The smoke took his last breath.
Sell his stuff. And then bragged about it. Do you think I'm the only one he bragged to? You think Ernie's the only one he bragged to? Huh. He went to jail and he told people in jail what he did.
That is not proven, Jim Bob. Show us receipts.
He is guilty.
Show us the receipts.
He pled guilty. Have you seen him plead guilty? Like it's not. I might have done it. Might have been there with somebody else.
Here he goes back on the.
No, sir. He pled guilty.
Listen.
The judge said, "Did you commit this crime that resulted in the death of Ronnie King?"
Tell him why, Jim Bob.
Your Honor. He's guilty. He's guilty.
Tell him why he did it, Jim Bob.
Now it's more glamorous and more fit for TV, fit for YouTube. If Shelby had a crew of people.
He's worried to death. Here he goes back on it again.
Shelby and Ern had Brothers Day that day. Makes a lot of sense that they would have Brothers Day that day and then have it a week later. I don't get that thought process. I don't get it. Like, oh, thank you, Gina. Thank you. Ernie is terrified of Shelby. Yeah, he is. He may or may not admit it. I don't know. But You know,
But I can't figure out why he said he may not have,
there's a reason.
may or may not have did it. I don't know what he's talking about there.
And that's another thing AB said that, there were two guns. The one that was left is one that Ernie said he left in Shelby's car and Shelby's truck. No, Ernie didn't say he left it in the truck. You're putting words in people's mouths to make Shelby look innocent. Why do you do that? Yes, Chianafa, he tried to sell me those things about a week, so probably a day or two after the murder, before Mother's Day. Shelby tried to sell me jewelry. The first time he tried to sell me jewelry, it wasn't beat up. And the money, and Shelby Goop.
Exactly, lost his.
Meltdown jewelry. Will somebody please explain that to me?
Thank you, Andrea.
Now, the defense attorney said somebody who had Shelby's phone Googled how to melt down jewelry. Oh, that don't matter. BS. BS. Today was downplaying and locking seniors in closets. Yeah, like, let me ask you. And then they, are going the same thing. Same content, same trial. Yeah.
He's all about that trial.
A bunch of people who want to try to make a murderer look innocent. And that's simply, I heard they've already started on protective and all this stuff. You know what? I can't find no truth. 616 Love, I'll send you this report that I have so you can go through it and find anything. I don't think YouTube does a whole lot unless, like, it's a really big channel that makes them a lot of money. That's the only thing I can figure. So
I've had people try to strike my channel and everything, but it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
And guess what the strike was for, guys? Just asking question of show proof that you ain't stolen velour.
And there's several of them got this.
He keeps knee pads in stock, General.
Ernie and me are still working together, friends, and we've been working together ever since. That just ain't true. That just ain't true. Molly's dress. Got to go back to the first 5 minutes. She's wearing it.
And who puts their kid on YouTube flaunting a dress anyways? That's just so wrong, guys. And just to get money, dude.
Oh, gosh.
They are trying to strike my channel too, guys. Don't feel bad.
I haven't heard from him, Gwen Jenkins. Hope so. I mean, that's another guy. I've never done that to him. Ever. Only thing I ever did with him was be kind. That's the truth. Until he started on my wife. When he started running his mouth on my wife, I wasn't kind to him anymore. So.
Well, let me tell you, you and your wife, Thelmer, suck. Let me tell you how you suck. Putting your kids on YouTube just for views and money, Jimbo. Come on, dude. Come on.
I don't want to see anybody stick like that. I heard he was live a few minutes ago. Was he on Facebook or YouTube? Somebody said he was live the other night. And I just wanted to pop in there and see if he really was. And it wasn't him. It was Tina and Xander. I don't know, Julie. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that. It's possible. It would make some sense why he hasn't been been around. I hope not. You know, I don't wish any kind of sickness or bad stuff on anybody. Not even people that act stupid. He renamed the rock page to Ernie Shell.
Oh,
Actually,
him was talking about me. That just tickles my tootsie.
Maybe they'll turn their focus.
Oh shit.
You never know. Never know. All right. Well, guys, I'm
Sorry, Loftus. I'm
you sneak back in here. Saying at the end he was punching himself in the abs and showing off his muscles. Ernie was. Hang on just a second. We got a visitor. Hang on. Just a second. Let me. Send it on Facebook here.
He turned on everybody, Kentucky Mom. He lied, manipulated, making it like everybody else's fault.
Friendly visitor. Hope he's free. You know, just a second.
Making your diaphragm.
Ricky Repass calls it
What
free
in the
money.
world?
I have got back over $900.
Whenever he fills up.
How about this one?
That one's a little more pinched off than the other one, but
Yeah,
really, they look like brothers.
it was lazier.
Lazy brothers.
Exactly, sunshine.
I'm taking back my damn vote. You've been the sexiest creator on YouTube.
Oh, you voted for me? Well, we can see.
I mean, Ernie could just go up and knock on the garage, couldn't he?
No, he's not.
How about now? Is it okay now, Savannah? There's a lot of reason why I did what I'm doing to Jimbo. He turned on everybody. He don't want nobody to have a voice. It's all about Jimbo, and it's a mirror image of Ernie. Nothing's never his fault. Nothing's never his fault. Nothing. He was blaming Matthew. Matt was being quiet. And then he wants to blame what was going on Matt. If somebody's being quiet and ain't doing nothing, how's it their fault? What are you talking about? Unsubscribe. What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't understand why he lets them on Facebook. Or YouTube like that anyway. He should call it Money Day. He was on there crying, saying that he didn't want to give his address out or some shit. I don't know what he was talking about, but he puts them on, and this and this YouTube over here ain't made for kids. Not at all. Not at all. I'll see. What are you talking about? Who you unsubscribing to? Give me just a second, guys. Hello, everybody. Hello, Tales of the Locking. Moose Clues. I've got to get off from here in a minute and run some errands, guys. I'll be going back live later this evening. This evening. I want to talk proper. This evening. I hope you guys have a good day. Andrea. Good morning, Crystal. Yeah, it's just like nothing's ever Jim Bob's fault. I love you too, Trina. I'm doing okay. I'm on medicine for disc golf, which had gone away, but I'm having some little difficulty getting some medicine. But I've got my cough medicine, and I'm doing okay. Other than that, I'll be fine. I've been, like I said earlier, people photoshopping picture of Ernie, claiming king of the streets, not the king of the streets, and just crap like that, especially whenever a man's in the hospital or whatever, and that's the way he works. And which I don't, it is what it is. I'm just wondering what happened to the animals that passed away. So I'm glad you guys tuned in today. I've been live about over an hour now. Thank you, Losses. Anybody wants to donate can. If not, that's fine too. You guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for the kind words and the prayers. And I know I get a little carried away and stuff, but that's just part of it, I reckon. Dr. Walsh. Dr. Walsh, that's probably Jim Ernie's other boyfriend. Oh shit. They got me on my medicine, thank goodness. And thank you, Moose Clues. I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. I've got some things I've got to get figured out. I've been hauling around and not doing it, but I've got to get this screen sharing stuff where I can do more with StreamYard or whatever I'm going to be doing. But other than that, I'm doing good. They got me on the right road, I think, which it'll never be better. Not saying it can't get better, but with what's going on, I highly doubt it. But I just can't get to. I'm not going to get excited, too worked up, and I'm going to go one day at a time, and just do me. So you guys have a good day. Like I said, no, you can't keep a good man down, that's for sure. And whenever I'm gonna play something. I want to. I don't know. This right here got me, and I like it. I love it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but give me just a second, guys. I'm not going nowhere. Just hang tight right there a minute.
PTI. I need PDF, COPAK, AEOD. What's PTA?
See my IM?
TLDR. What? Didn't read.
We don't need any more acronyms, but we could all use more ways to say
Yes, YOLO!
Thank you, Harry's. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but here it goes.
It's been hard for me to find the words.
oh, this is going to be great. There you go. There's the warrior.
Thank you, guys.
You shut up, warrior, and let me do the talking. No WWE talent becomes a legend on the road. Every man's heart one day beats its final beat. His lungs breathe their final breath. And what that man did in his life makes the blood pulse through the body of others. It makes them believe deeper in something larger than life. And his essence, his spirit will be immortalized by the storytellers, by the loyalty, by the memory of those who honor him and make the way the man did live forever. You are the legend makers of Ultimate Warrior.
All right, guys. You guys have a good day. I'm going to get off from here for a while. I'll see you guys later.